Hey, travel creators. This is Laura Haley, your host. JK, it's actually Maria, her editor, but I'm introducing today's episode for you guys because we are all travel creators and we're all trying to scale our businesses. And today we are talking about the 10 lessons me and Laura have learned this year in 2025 in our businesses. So enough of me. Let's just get right into the episode. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first for the first lesson?
I want you to go first.
I just know you're going to relate with it.
Okay.
My lesson I learned in 2025 is I now truly understand burnout from travel.
Ooh, I do understand. I understand deeply. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a real thing. And I think like when you're in the height of the fun, it's hard to realize that like, oh, I could be burnt out from this. Like, how could I be? How could I be? It's so fun. And this is
Right?
all I want. And then when you're doing it, you're like, this is one of the worst ideas I think I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, so I realized my burnout. Maybe you could speak about that moment for you. I pretend I've never heard this story before, but I was in Korea and I done 10 months traveling and my boyfriend was in New Zealand. He wasn't even there with me. I was just fucking around in Korea, eating all the food I want and going to spas every day. Every day I went to a spa.
Are you kidding?
My skin was amazing.
Was
And
it expensive?
no, because it's Korea. Let me put you on one. Korean spas are like they're 24 hours and they're only about like $25.
Well, what the fuck are we doing here? Is what I want to know.
Yeah, so there's the dry saunas, which are full of like gyms and stones with different heat temperatures. Sometimes these places have pools, gyms, restaurants. There's also the wet sauna, like you can get massages. Like I literally go to these places for like 13 hours straight. Like I live at these saunas. Korean saunas are my passion. I love them. So when I went
I
to
had no
Korea,
idea.
yeah, and so when you travel around the world, instead of looking for hotels, look for a Korean spa first because you can spend the night there for way cheaper. And you sleep on heated floors in these sleeping rooms.
Are you kidding me?
Mhm. And then they provide you toothbrushes. You have a locker for your stuff. You can work there. Yeah.
This is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
When my friend took me to a Korean spa when I was like 17 and I was in Atlanta, they had the best one actually in Atlanta called Jeju. It broke open my mind. I was like, I'm obsessed with Asian culture. This is my new personality. Like this
I'm
is
gonna look up one by me right now.
you might have one. Type in like closest. It's called Jim Jillabong. That's what they're called, but you don't have to type that in. But yeah, so I was in Korea and I had a flight to Japan the next day and I canceled my Uber to the airport when he was like 13 minutes away because I couldn't. I was like, crying. And I was like, now why am I crying to go to Japan? Like what the fuck? This is a dream trip. And I
Did
was
you make it on time?
no, I canceled my trip. I canceled the Uber. I canceled my trip. I had a panic attack because
Oh
I
my
was
God.
so burnt out from traveling. And so I booked my flight home early and I've been like home ever since and my nervous system feels nice. And then I went to Mexico and I realized when I was in Mexico, I was like, oh, I'm still burnt out. Like, and so that I canceled that trip halfway through and came back. So now I'm about to travel again and we're going to see if we're going to see if I'm burnt out again. But the goal is to move back to California and to have a home. Not even just California. I need to have a home next year. No ifs, ands, or buts. Even if it's like the most random place in the world, I need to have a home. I need to have a gym. I need to have friends that I see all the time. I just need routine. So that's my
Yeah.
lesson. I really understand that you can get burnt out from travel, and I'm very, very scared. I hope to God I didn't ruin travel for myself. I don't think I can, right?
I don't think you can ruin that. No,
I've just
there's
done that
no way.
before with I've done that before with other things. I burnt myself out on photography and I never picked up a camera again.
I think you'll just change the way it just changes the way you travel because there's too many benefits and you know that and you
Yeah.
love that about it that you'll just do it in a different way.
I want a fucking vacation. I want to be a tourist
Yeah.
again. I want to like buy silly trinkets and I want to like eat
Put them
drink
in your silly little house that you'll
yeah,
have.
exactly. I want a vacation. I want to go back to being like a vacationer and not a nomad. So that's
I
my big
agree.
lesson.
I think being a nomad is overrated.
It totally is.
I
Like I
just
think
said
it's
it.
epic for a short amount of time. It's like the most epic thing, but then it quickly catapults. if you do
Yeah,
it too long.
it's a fine line, and I'm glad that it's behind me.
Yeah, I can't wait. So that's my lesson. My first one.
Okay, mine are related to like business things and not so much personal, but they all, they're all
The
in
rest are
one.
business for me, but I had to speak
Okay,
about that. I had
amazing.
to.
Had to get it off your chest. I
Yeah.
understand. Okay. Hey, I get it. We can't reiterate enough how much I hate it.
Guys.
Do you hear me when I tell you I'm over it? My number one lesson, just kidding. Okay, is do what you really want to do and not what might feel like the easiest or most obvious choice. For example, at the beginning of this year, I created a newsletter course and I did it and people bought it. And I was like, amazing. I spent a lot of hard work doing this. Cool. What I really want to do is figure out how to create a community. And that's what I really am thinking about how to do. But because I've already put the time into this course and I've sold it before, let me just pour more of my energy into selling the thing that already exists rather than working on the thing that I know I want to create but is not even real yet. And then I was talking to someone and she was like, "Why? Okay, that's the problem. You need to do what you really want to do." And I was like, "You're right." And then I did it and it turned out amazing. So that's the lesson. Is like it would have been, yeah, it on paper made more sense to sell the thing that I'm already selling and already have done and all the things are done, just someone needs to buy it, than start something new that I don't really know what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
that's what I
Your
did.
soul isn't in it, and therefore the energy isn't in it. And it would just felt like a drag. Like, yeah, you did it, but like it would have felt like such a drag.
You're right, because I would have been thinking, I would have been spiraling and thinking about what I really wanted to do the whole time. Because I was like, oh, this would be like a good stepping stone to get these people then into the community. And I was like, all right, let's just, no. Yeah, so that was my first great lesson of just do what you really want. Don't beat around the bush trying to like put all the pieces together. Just do what you really want to. And it's not that deep.
It's not that deep. And also, like, I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, good.
Wait, it was a really good one. Just do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Okay, that's a good one.
Do that thing you've been thinking about, do it. You've been
Yes.
thinking about it forever, person listening. Do the thing. Do the thing.
Will you regret it 5 to 10 years from now that you didn't do the thing? Yes, start doing it now.
Yeah, there's a saying or something that it's like, will this matter in 5 months? Will it matter in 5 years? Will it matter like that? It's like, okay, well, you'd probably be pissed 5 years from now if you didn't do the thing. So freaking do it messy now. And I'm just
Mhm.
thankful that I'm not a person who gets caught up in perfectionism and I'm
Me.
totally okay like Rel I am okay releasing something into the universe, being like, I don't know what I'm doing, and it's okay that it's messy and weird, and I'm just gonna do it because I want to. And it turned out great. It's
Yeah,
turning out
it's
great.
turning out fantastic. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, and also if you just done the newsletter thing, you would have just truly done it for money. You would have been like, oh, like, where's
Yeah,
the
you're
money?
right.
Where's the money? Like, give me the money because it's like you don't have any heart in it. So therefore, you just really just want to monetize it, and then it just feels icky and like
Yeah,
scarcity because you
yeah,
don't actually care about it, you know?
right,
I feel like it's okay to start something and then just drop it. Like, don't do the cost fallacy thing where you're like, well, I already made it. Like, no, just drop it. Like,
right. The
drop it, move
time
on.
sunk.
Like, that's like
Yeah,
dating a shitty guy because you've been dating for like 3 years that you should keep dating. It's like, no, drop the
totally,
dude, drop the newsletter course.
totally. Yeah,
Uh,
so she's dropped. She's
she's,
out.
yeah, we broke up with her.
We broke up.
Mine is okay. Big lesson in 2025 that's definitely blown up my business. I was feeling stuck in my business for like a year. I was like trying different services. When I was in Korea, I was talking to our friend Devri and we were just literally just gapping. And I said my brand name. And I was like, oh yeah, because like I'm your girl. And then I was like, wait. And then everything came from that one conversation. And do you want to hear something even freakier?
Yeah.
I was in Lisbon a year before. I was like, I don't know why, but I feel like I should get a tattoo of a martini glass. And everyone's like, why? I was like, I don't know. I don't even drink martinis. And now that's my logo is the fucking martini glass is for your girl. So I was like
This
ideating
is
it. And
crazy.
now I have a tattoo of it, but like I was ideating it like a year before. I just had this feeling. I was
That's
like,
so crazy.
oh, I was like, I should get a martini. So I invested in our friend's services, Andrea from our Bay Studios, and she did a phenomenal job doing my rebrand. Like, if my
So
shit
good.
looks good, it's because of Andrea, and she's doing my website right now. But my business feels so freaking effortless. I have no problem creating content. I have no problem doing anything because I did a rebrand, but it felt right. I didn't just rebrand to put a band-aid over anything. Like
Hmm.
I waited for the idea to come. So I feel like don't just rebrand to rebrand, but if you the idea comes, like switch that shit up and
Hmm.
hire a brand designer. Don't do
Oh
that
my God, I
yourself.
know. Oh, that's so good. And that's so crazy. Like, what do you know now that it's gonna come true? Obviously, shaking our butts on a yacht is like that's gonna come true
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like you just
I'm
have like a
pretty
feeling.
intuitive. Like I was telling Laura, I was like, we're both gonna get paid members by Wednesday, and I got mine that day, and then you got yours by Tuesday. This
Crazy, right?
yeah, rebrand if you feel it is time.
I can't believe
And
you did all of this in a year, Marie. Not
yeah,
even.
yeah. Oh, and
This
then
is
I
crazy.
paid for a photo shoot in New York. That went amazingly. That was some Shelly photography. That's her name. All of that. Yeah. Big changes.
You
Big
did a lot. Holy
fucking
fuck.
changes. I was Anna Productions before your girl.
I can't believe it.
I know, I know. Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, mine is a twofold. It is less but better. Like choose one thing and make that your thing and make that your focus and like let it be easy. I similarly to you am like, "Oh, I can do all of these things." Like, let me make a whole ass service about this and a whole nother thing about this. And it's like, "Amazing, I can do those things." Cool. But I am doing too much and it's becoming too confusing. I just need to pick one thing and be very clear about it, and that's it. Like, I'm picking this thing and that's what I'm promoting. And if people want to hire me for my other services,
Mm-hmm.
cool, they can inquire and ask. But that's been helpful because I just want to simplify everything. And like when you have one thing to talk about, it's like, great, we can make this simple.
So what is that one thing?
My community. I'm like, okay, great. I'm just going to talk about this because
Wow.
the reality is when I have the people in the community and I'm teaching them how to like make their newsletter or whatever, and they're like, wow, I understand this is important, but also I hate this so much. What's it going to cost, Laura, for you to just do this? It's like that's where I'm going to get the leads
Yep.
from for my higher ticket services is because they're already going to know what it's like to work with me. Great. Amazing. So that's my focus. Obviously, I'm still going to do UGC, stuff like that, because it's fun and I like it. And I want to grow that. Like, I just don't want to give up on that because I know that there is so much money to be made doing that. So, all of that to say, choosing one thing and doing it well is going to just do dividends for everybody involved, not just for me, but for the
Mm.
people experiencing the service.
That's so freaking true and so smart. And that's so smart of you to be like, I'm just gonna funnel you through the membership and then you can always upgrade. Always, you can always upgrade. And again, they have that trust with you. So that it's a no-brainer if they're like, all right, can you help me with something? It's like, well, I'm only gonna go to Laura. Um,
Right.
also
I'm their
just for
girl.
the yeah, I'm there. I'm like, I'm fucking suing your ass. Okay. Actually, I had a really good, cute idea. I was talking to my friend Rachel because she does front end of stuff. So she does social media. And I was like, what if you're that girl and I'm your girl? And we have like, you have complementary branding. Like maybe hers is like orange and yellow and mine's is like green and pink. And she's the front end, she's social media, and I do podcasting and sales. But I think that'd be a cool, like, if I can find a
That's
that
cool.
girl, I'm looking for that girl so that we could be this and that girl. No, so we could be what?
That and your girl.
It sounded better in my head. Anywho, what was I gonna say? I love how I'm losing my train of thought so easily. Oh, it's also good for your customers because I've been talking to a couple people about hirings for something and they do so many things. I'm assuming they're not an expert because they're like, "Oh, I do this and then I do that and then I do this." And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just go to someone else because I want to hear someone say the exact thing I'm looking for." So like, I'm a podcast producer for coaches, not for fucking landscapers, not for celebrity stylists, not for your mom's cousin, like literally just coaches. So like if you come to me and you're a coach, it's a no-brainer. But if I start to say, I'm a podcast producer and I'm a graphic designer and I also do event management, you're like, I don't trust your ass to do the
That's a
service.
red flag. That's a red flag. I know someone who started a business and it's like I know them, but I don't know them. I'm like 1 degree removed, and it would be like not appropriate for me to give unsolicited advice. And
Yeah.
she has on her website just like so many services. And I get it. Like I understand where you're coming from of like you can do all of these things and you can do all of them okay. But I don't want anything to do with you if you can do 5 things.
Yeah.
I want you to be the very best. I only want to work with the very best people at their thing. And that's
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not interested in like your half-ass photography and blogging. Like I'll just go find someone who I know is going to do it right the first time.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah.
a red flag to me. And also like why like I felt like I had perceived I don't necessarily think this is true because I don't think that I'm like special like that, but I had a fear of like I feel like I'm pivoting so much in what I'm offering. Like I was kind of felt like I was flailing and changing a lot. And I'm like, oh, I feel like that's making me lose credibility when in reality, nobody is paying that much attention to me in like the best way possible.
Yep.
So that's why I feel so much better now. And like it's so much more fun. Like it's fun to be like, this is what I do, and this is who I do it for, and this is who you're going to be when you do it. It's
Exactly.
just more fun. I'm entering my fun era and I'm trying to keep
Fun
that going.
era. Yes.
Trying to keep that going.
But I also am yelling at myself because I technically do have multiple offers right now. So I'm trying to work on my
But that's not a
messaging.
it's not a problem. It's not
But
a problem.
I just said what I said, you know? I can't be like, I do sales and podcasting. It's like, okay, which one? You know? So now I'm trying to figure out my messaging of like, do I just say one and then I just upgrade them if they're look ready for sales? So that's a good idea. Okay, the next one. Oh, I finally get attraction. I get it. I get how attraction works in business. I get it.
Fucking tell me. I'm gonna take notes.
Well, no, like it goes back to what you're saying. You're in your fun era. Just have fucking fun. Like imagine if everyone you knew in the business world was in a room in a party and you had one person who's like, "Yeah, I'm in sales and I'm, I'm just a big guy, I'm a big client, and they're just selling to you and you're like, "Shut the fuck up." Or you have
Mhm.
the one who's like throwing shots back and you're like, "Why would I hang out with that girl? She's throwing shots back. She's telling you about how awesome her clients are." And you're like, wow, I want to be your client. Just have fun. And I feel like if you are that person in the party, the person in the room that's fun, you're going to attract. It's the same thing and if it was in real life. And so I started having more fun in my business and started letting go of scarcity and of numbers. And I'm just like, fuck it.
You're right. It's like, what's the point if it's not fun? Like, we can't ignore the fact that it's incredibly hard. Like, doing what we're doing is the hardest thing we're ever probably going to do.
Yep.
Um, like over, consecutive years of our life. Like, this is not easy.
Yeah. I was like, probably birthing is
But
harder, but yeah.
I know, but like over
All the
over
moms out
a
there are like, fuck you.
Yeah, the mom's like, actually canceling you. I'm canceling you. I get it. You should because this is why this is the hardest thing I've done right now because I
Yeah.
can't relate to you in that area and I mad respect actually for like mom business. Like I just
Oh,
don't get it.
yeah.
I don't get how you do it. I barely can take care of myself. I don't understand how you can take care of yourself,
And a
a
business.
business, your partner. We know
Oh,
you're taking care of them and I don't understand. And also other humans?
yeah.
What do you mean? What do
I'm
you
already so
mean?
tired talking about it.
Damn, turn this off and like go to find a Korean
Yeah,
spa.
like yeah, you don't need to listen to us. Like
You don't need this.
go grab a bottle of wine and go for a walk. I don't know.
Fuck off. Pour that wine in a Yeti tumbler and get out of here. Like go for a walk around the block, sis.
We don't need to be part of your schedule.
Yeah, I'm gonna break out in hives thinking about your to-do list. Holy shit. Anyway, this is difficult and we can't ignore the fact that it is. But it's also like it has to be fun. It has to be fun. Like if you think of like any professional athlete, it's like they work their ass off, but the reason why is because they're having so much fun. Like they're doing what they like to do.
Yeah.
Um, and you have to have joy. And it's like I don't know how, but we humans can tell when other people are how they are feeling just
Yeah.
because we're animals. But I like we can never put our finger on it, but we can tell when somebody is showing up being half-assed about something.
Or sleazy.
So, I don't know. You have to have
Yeah.
more fun.
I just want to say I'm having fun, but it doesn't hurt. So when I was listening to Jamie C's podcast, I already told you this. She said that to scale your business, it's a mix of energetics and strategy. And she said it's 20% strategy. The rest is energy. So we have the strategy. I have the rebrand. I have the photo shoot. I have the messaging. I have the website. I have the offers. I have my goals. But after that, what comes next? It comes back to you and your energy and how do you present all these things that you built. And so I'm just fucking around and having fun and it's working for me. So I feel like it could work for you.
Yes. Okay. I
Yeah,
have two things to say about this. I also listened to that episode, which
was
hopefully
phenomenal.
Editing Marie will link in the show notes for
Yes.
everybody.
Future non-drinking wine editing Marie will do that.
Um, but the 20% strategy part is crazy. And it makes me think about how I wrote down stop pivoting. That wasn't one of my top things, but you just made me think of it because it's like the shiny object syndrome of, oh, we should be changing what we're doing. We should be changing what we're doing. We should be so focused on the strategy. And it's like, okay, just pick one thing and stick to doing it for 90 days until you fucking see what happens and
Mm,
then choose something else. Um, but this flows very nicely into my third thing, which is I've learned that you have to deeply trust that it's going to work out, even when you don't like deep down in my
I love
core.
that.
I know that it will work out and my ass will be shaken on a multi-story boat. I know that.
Butlers
Butlers, and I'm gonna be so fucking nice to them. It's gonna be insane.
tipping out of my ass. Tip,
And
tip,
they're
tip
gonna be tipped $40,000 minimum
per person.
because I've watched Below Deck. And
You have to
and
bring it up.
I have to bring it up. I have to bring no W-2. Have you ever seen a W-2 employee on Below Deck? I'll just let you sit with that. No, you haven't. You
No.
have not. They are all business owners. They all do their own thing. No W-2 employees shaking their ass on a yacht. I can guarantee it.
Also, quick question: where we have to have our yachts like ported somewhere. Like, where is yours ported? Mine is
I
ported in the Mediterranean, south of France, probably Greece.
Mine is ported in the Seychelles
Where's that?
in Africa. Look, actually Google it right now. It's so insane. The rock formations, I'm a
Oh,
huge rock slut, so they're
me,
very cool.
I'm a rock slut too. Okay, so you have the exotic yacht. I have the like we're bopping around Europe yacht. My client Erica, her yacht's gonna be in the Caribbean, so we're good there.
Oh my God, we've got our bases covered.
Maddie will probably be in like Norway, so
Yeah,
mountain
that feels
girl.
correct for her. Yeah, that feels correct for her.
Make
Yeah,
sure
mine's gonna
everyone in
be
your friend group is aiming for a yacht, so that way y'all can yacht hop.
exactly.
That's what we're
Exactly.
doing.
But all of this to say, I know deeply I will have my Seychelles yacht. I also hate boats. I fucking hate them, but I will have a yacht. But I've also like learned that like energy is like it's real and I've never been a person who's like super woo-woo, but I've also never like I don't yuck people's yum. Like if that's like your thing, cool. I'm very interested in how that works for you and like what that's about. But I think now I understand more and more how real it is, which sounds kind of crazy. And I'm still untraining myself to remove myself from the strategy part because I was telling Marie,
Mm.
I'm such a person who loves a plan so much. Like give me a to-do list and a plan and I will be that person and get it all done and I am obsessed with that. So giving that up a little bit to follow more of like what feels good and just like be very intentional is not natural to me and is something I'm trying to work on, but I have been realizing that it's kind of real. So I'm sitting with that.
It is real. It is real. And I don't think I should be drinking wine while I record. I the ideas just keep leaving my head so quickly. Um, it's real. I
It's okay. My back already hurts from carrying this episode.
don't know what I've contributed. I'm just like, yep, okay. No, It's real, guys. Have fun and fuck around. And that's what I say. Again, I think we're very like go getters, like high achievers, more masculine in our business, so we need to relax. But there's someone could be listening who's like, I actually am chilling too much. I be having too much fun. Then maybe you do need to bring out the manifestation board. Maybe you do need to bring out the chalkboard and like create some strategy. But I feel like if you're leaning that way too hard, maybe some action would be good for you. But for the action takers, I think less is more. Because in November
Yeah.
is when my business started blowing up and I took 2 vacations and during that month and I ate junk food and watched horror films like the whole month. And
That's like you trusting, like you're
yeah,
trusting that like this is working. And like when you get, it's just, it's crazy because I've experienced it this year. Like when I'm in scarcity mode, nothing fucking happens. And then when
nothing.
I go, like this, even this past week, I have like not really been thinking that much about UGC because this community has been more of my focus, but I have email pitches going on in the background. People are fucking responding to me more than they have. And I'm like,
Wow.
what? I like can't keep up with your requests. Um, it's
Wow.
just a crazy thing. I know.
Yeah, stop giving a fuck and have fun. And try that out. Try it out this year. As long as you have the right brand, the right messaging, have the strategy, but then after that, like let go. I've never seen it act like this, my business. I've ever. And I'm
I'm
just
so pumped for you.
but both of us. Like
Yeah.
Like I've never gotten 100 followers in like 30 days. Like what from and I'm not guys, I'm not posting much content. I think I post once a week and it's like a meme.
How about how your community hasn't even started and you have almost 30 people who are like, yes, please.
That
It's not, it doesn't even fucking exist.
doesn't exist. And people are like, here's my card. Like, you don't have a login yet.
I'm just taking this recurring payment and running. What do you mean?
It's
I know.
so crazy. That's why I'm like, okay, guys, like we're going in the right direction when things are easy and flowing. Like I know this membership is like, I just whipped it up and everyone's like, fuck yeah. I'm like, okay. Actually, no, I was hosting free events for like 6 months and I think that created some traction.
This is your martini glass tattoo. You didn't realize when you were
Oh,
hosting those events that this is what this was going to be, but you were
chills.
doing it anyway.
I was. And I think when I did drop like, yo, I'm gonna do a membership, everyone's like, I'm there because they've experienced a taste of it. But yeah, I've 26 women in there and they don't have a login yet, but we're gonna create one for you.
Somewhere, somehow.
It's happening. No, it is happening behind the scenes. Okay, so my next one is the one I actually just did a whole episode on my podcast on, which will come out sometime, but about client experience. I'm not going to go into the stories, but I have been watching how people run their businesses in the brick and mortar stores. I'm not talking about online businesses. Like when I'm getting my nails done, when I'm going to Chick-fil-A, when I was in Asia, how was I treated there, which was incredible customer experience. How was I treated at fancy places? And I'm noticing how where I felt the most like special. And it had nothing to do with the price. It had nothing to do with how much money I spent. It had everything to do with customer service. Why are people going to Chick-fil-A? Because they are so over the moon incredible at the experience of customer service and all you're ordering is a milkshake and a chicken sandwich. But they treat you like you're about to drop $400, you know?
Yeah, dude, the only place I've ever gotten free shit because I'm so hot is at Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Oh yeah, I got hit on in there. And then I tried to go back in again. It's like I want another free cookie and they were closed. It wasn't they were closed for construction.
That's like your type is like Chick-fil-A workers. Like
That's really
they
embarrassing.
love
Don't put
I
that
think
in
they're
the
like
internet.
17. I don't know anyone who's an adult that works there.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Do they think that I'm 15 years old?
Oh yeah, you
Absolutely.
do look so young.
Yeah. So that's works in my favor for free.
Yeah,
Like,
Chick-fil-A. I'm so weak. But all that to say is like I'm watching how where I've gone, what businesses I've gone to where I felt special and where I felt like, wow, I can't wait to come back. And I'm like, now how do we translate that into the online space? We can't technically open doors, we can't technically pull out the
mhm.
chair, but like what are the things we can do that your favorite restaurant does, your favorite nail salon does? How can we translate that into the online space? So that's a recent lesson I learned that I'm like, all right, now how do we do that?
Yeah. I think one idea I have that because it is hard, like it's hard when you can't see them in person and be like hug them literally and be like I love you so much. But um Like, thank you for giving me your money. Woo! You're paying someone else. Woo! What I did and will continue to do is like be explicitly communicating with my people to be like, I want this to be the very best money you've ever spent. What can I do to make sure that this is an absolute no-brainer experience for you? Because that's what I want it to be.
Same.
So I can want like it because this community is new, I'm like planning on checking in with people to be like, you're not going to hurt my feelings by saying what you feel like you want to say or don't want to say because I want this to be the best money you've ever spent.
Yep.
So tell me what do you need to feel that way? And we'll
Yep.
see if we can make it happen.
I think check-ins are for sure one thing. Something I'm working on, I'm paying someone to do is like systems. Like I feel like having a real clean onboarding experience is professional. It makes people feel welcome. I don't have that yet, so sorry. But like that's something that I think is you can do in the online space. And then yeah, just like doing those like nice touches and also like letting people like know what's going on. I feel like I've paid for
Yeah.
services before and I'm like, hey, like what's the update here? Like what's
Hmm.
happening? Like I paid you money and now I don't know what's going on. So with my clients, I always let them know like, hey, just a little update what's happening in the back end. So I just know like
Yeah.
things are going. I feel like that's something that you could do definitely do online. Treat your clients like they are the fucking like gods on this earth. Like I literally shout out my clients all the time. I'm shouting out my members on my stories. I want to make sure that you feel too special. Like your ego is too big because you join my membership. You know?
Yes. You want to feel like that girl. Maybe you could play with that. I'm
Yeah.
your girl and I'm going to make you that
That
girl.
girl. That's good. Wait, that's really good.
When you host a group trip, obviously you can do your merch and it'll be like your girl for you. And then everybody else's is like,
that
I'm that girl, like in cute,
I'm
like
that
tiny
girl.
font.
Yep.
And then have your little logo.
Yeah, that's so cute. I just don't know if if I ever host a group trip, I want it to be like really intimate. Like I think I would just do my clients because I feel like I would get stressed if it was too many people to please.
Right. But when you have enough money to charter a yacht, you can pay someone else to
Oh,
do
everyone's
that.
going on my yacht though. All the members can come on the yacht because I don't have to. I don't have to plan anything. You just got to show up. What's it, you know?
That's true. You just gotta get a captain
But if
and
I'm
a
like a
crew.
retreat, I'm like 5 people. Like let's not get crazy. Anyways, so that's something I want to do. Like later, I'm like, how can we make sure like the client experience moves outside the service stuff, and like how can we create experiences for them? Like, if you're a
Yeah.
local, maybe y'all can go get brunch together. If it's like all
Oh,
local, I would really love that.
sometimes I wish everybody on the internet lived in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, yes, because I would love to get brunch with my clients, and like we just,
Like imagine the people that you talk to on Threads live like the street over, and you're like, all right,
I'm coming
wanna
over.
meet up? Let's go for a walk. Yeah, so
Go for a
fun.
walk. So yeah, client experience is something I'm learning about, and I'm observing businesses that I felt very good in and business I didn't feel good in to see how I can translate that in online space. So that's my lesson number 4.
Okay, amazing. My number four is very boring, but very important that I'm learning to communicate, which is because this is not the way that I buy, but it is selling the identity of the person who wants to buy the thing.
That's so good.
Because me as a buyer, I'm like, I want to know all the details. I'm like so confident in myself. Like, I already know. You know what I mean? Like, I already can see how this is going to help me. Tell me all the details. But that's actually not what you should be doing at all. You should be selling them the identity. And I think I
Mm,
do buy things because of identity, but I'm not realizing that I am. So that's what I've learned. Um, and it's very incredibly important if you want to sell a freaking penny on the internet. So
that's so
here we
true.
are.
I got to work on that too. Like, who will you become because of this?
Who's that girl?
Who's that girl? Who's
Have
that
you
girl?
watched New Girl?
I have issues with Zoe Deschanel that I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, well, while you work through that, you should at least listen to their theme song
Okay.
because it says, "Who's that girl?"
Okay.
That's the theme song. It's fun.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's something about her that irks the living fuck out of me, and I'm like, is it me? Is it just a reflection of me?
I understand what you mean.
I think it's because my first experience with her was 500 Days of Summer, and she royally like fucked that guy. Like she screwed him over, ghosted, gaslit, everything. And it was my first impression of her. And I was like, you suck. Like, Sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna figure that out offline. I don't. Yeah, the wine. Oh, okay. So my last one. Did I just skip you? Did I just go on a Zoe Deschanel rant and like
No,
skip?
I shared mine. And then I'll share my last
Okay.
one. So you share your last one.
I do have a bonus one, so I technically have six because I my bonus one's important.
Okay,
Okay.
whatever.
My okay. My number five was one networking event this month that I went to online changed my business completely. JC and Lucy, our friends and colleagues, invited me to a networking event. And in there, I met Rachel Perry, I met Steph, I met Megan from Hot Girl CFO. My whole network up, blew up. And now I met Ashley. We're going to her conference. And from that network, like I'm meeting other people. Like it's like it was like they're the center of the universe, and I just got inserted in it. Like they know
Mm,
everyone. And now, and just that's from one networking event. So imagine like with our memberships, like they could just meet that one person that changes their life. Like these
right.
that event, it was the catalyst to my business blowing up. And I felt it after that event. I was voice messaging JC and Lucy. I was like, whoa. I was like, thank you for letting me in y'all's world. Like I feel like I just met some incredible women. I could just feel it.
Yeah.
And ever since then my business has been blowing up. So it's not just the branding or the energy. Like I went to a networking event that I met great women.
Sometimes half the battle is putting yourself in the right room, right? I
That was the
mean,
right room.
imagine like I always use the analogy of like borrowed traffic. Like if you have a hot dog stand, you're not going to stand in your corner of your neighborhood street to sell the hot dogs. You're going to go and stand outside the baseball game stadium where
Mm-hmm.
everybody already is and sell
Mm-hmm.
the hot dogs. And I'm realizing that is more important too. Is like, yes, you can create your own audience, obviously, but borrowing not just online traffic, but like physical connection. And I genuinely think that 2026 is trending more towards that of
Yep.
like people are craving offline spaces. And I really, really think community is going to be so I guarantee just like podcasting,
Yep.
everybody's going to have a community and it's gonna start in 2026 because people are so fucking sick of speaking into the void and it not going anywhere on social
Yeah.
media for whatever, I have issues with that statement as well. Because people always are like, "Oh, it's the algorithm, it's the algorithm." It's like it might be, but also it's probably your messaging. Like the people will find you. But anyway, so I'm realizing that's more important to be in spaces off social media, commenting with people that you want to connect to.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So like we're going to that conference and I'm trying to get in just more networking events and like yeah, hosting my own, obviously. Just I just can't believe just how much that changed everything.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that, right? It's
Yeah, like
crazy.
really game-changing women were in there. So and it's so funny because JC came she came for a discovery call, okay? And
Yeah.
like we ended up like not working together, which is totally fine. Like we're gonna work together maybe in the future, but that wasn't the point of that situation. She then invited me to the networking thing. So like something you might
Mhm.
think is one way will actually end up a different way. She didn't become my client. She introduced me to a world of clients.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you just never know like how something's gonna turn out. But you have to be loosey goosey. You have to be. That's not what I wanted to say.
You're loosey goosey.
Fucking
What do you want to say?
mine.
Also, you keep talking about the wine, just so everyone's very clear. I'm watching Marie right now, and I have the honor and privilege of watching you, but I have not seen you take a sip of the wine.
I'm drinking it because
Show
like
me your glass right
no,
now.
it's like look at that. It's almost gone.
Oh, well, when have you been doing that?
Like every time you cough, I fucking
I keep having to mute myself, everybody, because I'm
and I'm drinking the
secretly
wine
ill.
as a break. No, I think it's because like when I'm like I've been working like 3 weekends straight, so like I'm very tense. So when I this wine is sending me places. I did not mean to say loosey goosey. I don't even know anymore, guys. Just have fun. Go to networking groups. Fucking a. That's all it. Oh, that's my last one. I besides my bonus one.
All right, I'll share my fifth. Is don't think 20 steps ahead. Reiterating what I said earlier, just do it messy. And some honestly, I think messy might be one of the best strategies because if you are clear with your audience that you're building something and it's messy, then you don't have to like course correct or like let's say someone signs up for something and the link is wonky. It's like, well, I told you it was messy. They knew
Yeah.
what to expect. So like here's the correct thing that you should have gotten. Um, I think that's a secret hack that I will be carrying with me moving forward is to do it messy because obviously it's better to build something people really want than to just do it and have it all done and beautiful.
Mm,
So don't think 20 steps ahead about, because I think that's what I was doing, and that was part of what was stopping me from creating the
yep.
community is like, well, how are they, I don't know. How are they gonna do this? What should it be about? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, just get the interest. Turns out there people are interested. What a shock. People want to be in offline spaces. Surprising to no one. And then you can figure it out later. Like even I started this community just so everybody knows. These people on Slack, literally now I'm having to move people over to like a professionally built platform that can handle what we're doing. Um, and thank God I'm not a perfectionist. Thank fuck. So I didn't allow myself to think 20 steps ahead. I was like, we're just doing this. We're full sending it. And I think also that's what's fun for me and that's what I thrive in is like the let's just do it. I also love the strategy, but I also love being like spontaneous. I'm a
Yep.
huge spontaneity person, so I I love figuring it out.
Yeah,
Figuring it
that's
out.
true. Just do it messy because like they don't care as long as you're communicating again. Like, hey, like we're just rolling with it. Like an
Yes.
expectation. They
And
know the expectation.
I've learned that like okay, so I joined Lucy's unicorn messaging when it was brand new. And it was she told me this too. She was like, "Listen, like when she was helping me talk through my community, she's like, "You joined my community and you said to me like you don't care what it looks like cuz she was messy too and like sending me this random link and whatever's not working." And she was like, I said to her, I don't really care. I don't care what you're doing. And she was like, Laura, people don't care how they get to you.
Mm,
They just know you and they like you and they trust you and they want to be in your world. And it doesn't fucking matter to them whether the URL comes from here or here. Like that, you're
yeah,
getting caught up in the nitty-gritty. Like it doesn't, that's not what they care about. They know they're in your world and that's what matters. And I was like, that's so true. I'm going to stop pretending that it matters to have all the links in all the places.
I need you to hear that. Yeah, because it'll happen eventually, but it doesn't need to happen all at once. But like if the
Exactly. Just
if
like
the traction's there, like act on it.
think about Lucy's membership. If people want to be in your world, they won't care. And like you are attracting people who aren't going to throw fits about things not fit being in the right place. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
obviously that's not your goal is to, do things, not set them up correctly, but it happens to everybody. And it's like the people that you are attracting aren't the people who obviously you want to give them a good experience, but they're not going to be the Karens who pitch a fit about it.
No. No, no, no. No. That's so true. I need to hear that with my membership. Because
Will you remember it though?
yeah, I'm not that drunk. That's not even like a drunk thing. That's just my own damn memory. Um, that is important. Okay. My last one. Oh, this was a big theme for me this year.
I'm ready. Hit me.
Finances.
Ugh, tell me more. Fuck.
That was so I when I was in Korea, um, I don't want to sound like the Korean War when I said that. When I was in Korea, I
Are
I'm
you
like
kidding?
back in when I was in Korea, I I had a lot of realizations there about your girl media and about like finances. And I was like, I want to get my fucking shit together. And so I found this podcast called the Personal Finance Podcast. It is very easy to find. It's a guy with a green background. And he, God love him, he just gives the best information and he doesn't come from this like hoity toity way. Like, here's how you can actually pay off debt. I'm not judging you. Like, da da da. Like, it's so fucking good. It's changed my life. And so then from there, I was like, but why? I was like, I don't actually think I have money problems. I just feel so disorganized. And that's when I had Megan, one of my members from the Hot Girl CFO. She came onto my podcast for the cash flow episode. And she really broke my mind about a lot of things. And she talked about Relay. And Relay, you can have something called Profit First, where you pay yourself first and it'll automate your money into buckets. And so from there,
Amazing.
and then I can pay myself as if I was an employer. So I'm going to pay myself every week, little stipends. Before it was all in one account, not a business account, first of all. And I was having to like
Yeah.
guesstimate. And it was, and
which is hard.
I was ending each month destitute. And I was like, I'm not even spending it on anything. So I learned a lot from her, from the personal finance podcast. I also learned about something called Acorn, which
Mm.
takes all your money. No, it doesn't do that. It takes your money. It takes your money and it invests for you through automations. So you don't even know. Right now, I'm on track to make like 700 grand. And I'm like, it takes like $20 out of my account every week. And I'm not even seeing it go. It also rounds up
Fuck
every
yeah.
penny. And right. So if you spend
I've heard of Acorn.
I love Acorn, and I like how I can visually like play with the app and see if I want to make $1 million, how many do I need to like spend?
How many acorns?
How many acorns do you take from me? What if at the end it just like gives me acorns? It's like here's 700,000 acorns. I'm like,
You
wait,
get like
what?
a physical delivery. Like little do you know you're actually investing in like acorn
Acorn.
production.
And like little squirrels deliver it. I'm like, guys, like,
You're
where's
turning into
my money?
Snow White. You're Snow White.
Oh my God. They're like, yeah, it's in the contract. You're exchanging money for acorns.
You didn't even fucking read it. What do you fucking mean?
It's called acorn. No, it doesn't do that. I hope to God. But yeah, that's my
We'll
last.
find out.
Yeah, I'll find out when I'm 60 and I'm just gonna scream. I can't buy a yacht, Laura.
You can come on mine.
I know. But yeah, I learned a lot about money, and I feel like now because this whole year, like we're in a group called We're Making Six Figures. We're talking about scaling, but it doesn't matter if you can't manage $100, you can't manage $100,000. So it's like I really feel like I set up myself up for success this year. Of like we swept the cobwebs out of the house, so now we can let people in, and it's not a messy house. You know,
Oh
like
my
we
God,
gotta.
I love that analogy. That's so great. You had to clean up.
I had to clean the house. Imagine if you invited me over and I was like, Laura, I can't even get through the door. And you're like, no, no, come in, come in. I'm like, no, you're a slob. I'm out of here. That's how it feels if you don't have your systems right or if nothing is cleaned up. And now I swept the
I love
cobwebs
this.
away. When you come over, it's clean, it smells good. We're working on it. There might be some clothes in the corner, a little bit, but
In that closet. You don't want to know what's
that
going on
closet
in
don't
that
open. But yeah,
closet.
so that's my sixth lesson. I feel like everyone's complaining about like 2025 was so hard. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like all the stuff that's hard in life is actually so good for you. So shut up. Your broccoli is good for you. It's better for you than the potato chips. Same as the hard years. The hard years are the ones that propel you further and faster. So stop complaining and be blessed.
Everybody, shut up. Marie has had enough.
I'm just so sick. Do you not see that thing every year on social media? Everyone's like, oh, this year's the worst. And it has like trash cans on fire. I'm like, you say this every year. Like, do you just think life is shit? Like, is that how you go about life? Like, you understand life has hard times, right? And it's how you make it. Shut up.
Yeah. I'm
Unless
looking
like you've had
forward.
something traumatic really, really happen in your life, then please ignore what I just said. There was actually some healthy
I
stuff that happened.
I think I have one more bonus thing,
Okay.
and it is that it actually can be so easy. And I think having like, so I've realized that it makes sense with me, my brain, my confidence to sell things low ticket at a larger scale,
Mm.
then it makes me quake in my boots to be like, pay me 5K to do this thing. When I know the low ticket people are getting 5K plus service level, but it's made me realize that it can actually be so easy to make a lot of money when you find what's going to be right for you. So like, okay, like I do all the time, I'm like, amazing. If I have X number of members paying X number of dollars a month, bam, that's like literally a bajillion dollars. How cool is that? How many acorns? A bajillion acorns.
I'm actually kind of the opposite. I'm struggling selling low ticket. I feel like I could confidently sell things at high ticket.
Again, you don't have enough data.
I don't have data.
Give it, give it 3 months, and then you can be like, all right, maybe this does need to be a membership that's so, like thousands of dollars, you know?
Damn right.
I mean, we know that's worth that.
It will be worth that once I create a login.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we and I had people tell me what their lessons were this
Oh,
year
yeah.
on socials. Let's
Let's
see.
see how popular I am on Threads now.
Ooh, okay. So Rachel Perry, who I'm obsessed with, who I met at that event, she said, leap sooner, stop second guessing, and take the plunge. Kind of what we were talking about. Okay. Brett said, do the bigger thing quicker. It can all be easier if you don't get in your own way. Bit similar to what we were talking about. Like, stop overthinking, just do it messy. Okay. Nat said, connection over sales. And that's something I definitely think has really brought me more sales, is just like vibing in the DMs and connecting with people. And if they want to buy, then I'll make the ask. But I'm not going to start off salesy, because who wants that? Okay.
Yes.
Erica said, keep going even when things don't make sense.
Word.
That's
Word, Erica. She's trusting
trusting.
deep down.
She is. Um, and the last one, Steph said, stop taking your own shit. Stop taking your own shit? What's that mean?
Ooh, I get it. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna take this from the perspective of like you're giving yourself like shitty reasons or shitty excuses, and it's like, okay, like you said, like you had to clean up the house, you know? Like you're like that was shit that you finally dealt with, and you it had been sitting there for a while, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna stop dealing with my own bullshit and just do what needs to be done. That's how I interpret that.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So that's what everyone's lessons are. Yeah, kind of like do it messy, stop taking your shit, trust. I feel like that's everyone's kind of lessons from the past year.
Amazing.
Well, I guess we'll see y'all guys next year, and we can have the
Happy New
same
Year.
same talk about different things.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Wait,
Yeah.
we're making an epic time capsule for ourselves.
We really are. And okay, wait, can we like call out what we think we'll make next year, and like our future selves can be like, bitch, you underplayed.
Oh, I'm so nervous about doing this.
No?
It's because I have some sort of issue. See what I mean?
What's the issue?
Like, I have some sort of money block. Because if I wasn't nervous about it, about claiming a number,
Okay.
then I wouldn't.
What's
You
the
know what I
number that
mean?
feels easy? That's what Jamie C said. What's the number that feels like attainable?
I feel like with the membership, I could make. I'm gonna do it monthly because that feels good to
That's
me.
easier.
That's easier for my head. I think I could make like 12K per
Hmm.
month. That doesn't feel that crazy.
Okay.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna say? 50K a month?
No, 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 no. Okay, what's the number that makes you start that feels too stretchy, that feels uncomfortable?
Making 20K a month doesn't sound like I understand how to have a game plan for that right now
Okay. Okay.
in December
Okay.
of 2025.
I did my math. Just with podcasting, if I have those slots filled, I can be making 9 to 10K just with podcasting. That's without
Oh, okay. That's
that's
amazing.
that's without the membership. And I'm not counting my matchmaking service as income because I want to put that into savings. So, but either way, I think 9 to 10K is like, whoa, we could definitely be hitting that very soon. The number that I do see is very realistic is 15K. And the number where I'm like, we have to strategize is 50K, because with my membership, it could get to 30K at full capacity. But that doesn't mean that I'm comfortable with those numbers, because I've never experienced them. You know,
Right.
I haven't experienced any of those numbers. So they're actually all a bit uncomfortable. But the one that feels good is 8 to 10K. That feels cozy, like a blanket.
Makes me feel like, yeah, ain't no thing.
Yeah. But the other ones are like, who is that Laura? Who is that Marie with the 30K months? You know, like who
Yeah,
is that?
that's an identity. Yeah, I
Identity
agree.
shift.
And it's supposed to be weird yet because we are asking ourselves to feel something that we've never felt before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really cool time capsule we're creating.
Yeah. And
It's
everyone listening,
crazy.
I want you to write down a number that feels comfy for you, like it's going to happen. And then the number that's like, ooh, that feels a bit stretchy. And then what's the
Yeah,
number that you have to move all your strategies if you wanted to reach, which is like
right. Like
50K.
change your whole life. Because we're not about that. It's very unrealistic.
Yeah.
Because it will happen when it needs to happen. Ain't no
Yeah.
point rushing when you trust your gut.
Okay.
Oh
I
boy.
think we shall end there.
Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Marie, for joining us to talk about what you've learned in 2025. There's so many things and so many lessons that I'm sure when I hear or talk about this episode again, I'll be reminded of things that I didn't even mention. I would love, love, love to hear from you on threads at Travel Content Writing, what you learned in 2025. Okay, it can be life lessons from definitely never forgetting your tummy medicine when you travel to Thailand to actually important business things that might change your life. Until then, I wish you happy creating, and I will see you next week.